Okay, in this next short video, I hope we're going to talk about the stalker and the thief. Today we're going to talk about the stalker and the thief. I'll explain as we go along. This is a camera pole, which is a tool that we use to search the undercarriage of vehicles, along with bore scopes and a nonlinear junction detector. I'm not going to explain any more of that. You can go to the website, look it up, Google it, or look at some of the other videos here where I go more in depth. I wanted to keep this short, but having dealt with a particular client here recently, I got kind of upset. So we're going to go through a little educational thing, and hopefully we'll keep it under 10 minutes. So GPSs, they're everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff you can do locally, you can do online, you can get it from overseas, who knows how you get it. But they all brag about affordable subscriptions, lifetime warranties, long battery life, blah, 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 all those features. What do you need to know? If you've come here and stumbled across this, what you need to know is, how is it powered? Well, there's two ways, battery or electricity. There's an independent battery on board that is going to last anywhere from, I don't know, small one could last 2 days. Larger one could last a week. Even larger with an additional battery could go, I don't know, 3 weeks, 6 weeks. It really depends on how it's configured to run. I will explain that in a little bit. Or I can get something that is parasiting off the energy of the vehicle, meaning the electricity on the vehicle. It's tapped into it, such as this onboard deal for your port in your car. If you've had your car serviced, you see the guy come up, stick something into the port, and then look on his iPad, and he downloads all the information right there or is able to view it. Boom. Well, there's something that plugs into that as well. Boom. It's disguised as whatever it's disguised, but to most people, they never even look down there, and typically it's on the driver's side to the left underneath the dash. That's plugged in. All right. If this is plugged in, that's a GPS. It's using the electricity off the vehicle to report information out. So let's go to that part right now. All right. I'm going to just leave this graphic and let it explain itself. There's a vehicle, there's a satellite, there's a tower, there's a phone, and wow, look at that. There's a map which has got a route traced out on it and is pinpointing where you are right at this time. Now, there are a couple different types of GPSs. The first one we're going to talk about is active, okay? That is constantly sending a signal, all right? However it has been configured, it is sending a signal while the vehicle is in motion or while the vehicle is parked. But that brings us to the thief, all right? We're real close. While the vehicle is parked, professional or novice, amateur, whatever you want to call them, is going to set this up while the vehicle's parked to only talk Marco Polo once an hour. I don't know if it's going to be on the hour, 10 minutes past, 10 minutes before, it doesn't matter. The reason they do this is if it sat there and constantly reported every second or every minute and it's battery operated, the GPS dies quicker. All right, it's got a shelf life. If it's battery operated only, it's only going to last for so long. All right. While it's moving, it can be configured to report every 5 seconds or every 5 minutes or every 20 minutes. It really depends. Is it a fleet vehicle? The fleet manager may set it up to only talk to the satellite, hey, I want a position on this every 20 minutes. So I can figure that out if all of a sudden we lose contact. Perfect. So where's the thief come in? Well, a young lady went and I won't say where, basically said she thought she had a GPS on her vehicle and she wanted something to find it. And the individual sold her a bill of goods and this cute little toy over here. That's not a picture of it. I just kind of mocked that up. But yeah, it's cute. It's got a little antenna. It's got blinky lights and wonderful. Problem. The vehicle's parked. It only sounds off once an hour. Or maybe the guy's really, or girl, weird, and they want it to go off twice an hour. You know, on the hour and the half, let's just say. If you're not standing there when that goes off, in fact, when it goes off, it goes Marco, Polo, it's done. What are the chances of you catching that? I don't know if I'm standing there with a spectrum analyzer, if I'm honestly going to see that. All right? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I could be wiping my nose, combing my hair, the little that I have left. But no. The fact that she walked in and said, I'm looking for a GPS on my vehicle. He knows, or she knows, whoever it was that sold it, knows that that GPS is only going to sound off once, maybe twice an hour. Why are you selling her an RF detector? It's not going to do anything. You just pick their pocket. That's a low move. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you this. This is the electromagnetic spectrum. It's not the whole side. In fact, I've cut some of it off because I only want you to focus on this. And here's why. Because some of us learned about this in grade school or junior high. But this deals with extremely low, very low, low radio frequencies, microwave, satellite, and it goes on up, cellular, and everything else. It just keeps on going, all the way to X-ray, gamma ray, and all that other good stuff. Wonderful. Here's my problem with it. Let's say the RF spectrum is a yardstick. The device you just purchased, how many inches of the yardstick does that actually cover? Not the whole thing. I can guarantee you that. For $199 or $299 or $399, $500, it's not covering the whole thing. There's a problem here. Now, in their defense, they're going to say, hey, this covers the most common RF signals, cellular signals, whatever you want to call them, put out by this GPS. Okay, fair enough. But does it? There's a lot of other things that operate within that area. Don't you think they're going to get a lot of false positives? In fact, I know they are. This is going to be a problem. Here is some beautiful gear, spectrum analyzer, full blown, all right, and a near field, all right, RF broadband detector. Great pieces of equipment. About $40,000 plus. I will not even break these out of my case to sweep a vehicle for a GPS. Just not going to do it. There are other tools in my toolkit to get this done. That's what I'm going to use. Okay? So I want to keep this short. Yeah, we got the GPS, but we also got a thief with it. And that was the guy that sold this piece of equipment, knowing that this object was not going to pick anything up, and that the device was not going to be constantly singing so you could find it. All right? Because it's parked. Enough said. I want to say thank you. We appreciate it. Hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully if you have a GPS problem or suspect it, you're not going to be looking to buy an RF detector anytime soon. Keep that money in your pocket. There are places on our website you can go to and find some DIY stuff, some measures there. We're going to be putting up some more content here on the YouTube channel about how you can personally do your own searches, but it's as time permits, and you know, we hope we can help you at the end of the day. That's it for now. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you down the road.